What's up, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. And today's video, and tonight's video I should say, we're going to recap the Hornets versus the Rockets game. It was a blowout, so not really much recap is needed for this game. However, what I want to point out is, and we're going to listen to this audio from post-game press conference with Coach James Borrego. And I'm going to be honest and upfront. Spoiler alert, it rubbed me a bit the wrong way. Let's get it. Alright, so I know that once LaMelo went down, a lot of folks like, yo, we're not watching the Hornets anymore, right? But obviously we did the first recap on our game and folks appreciated it, especially folks in Charlotte. So, you know what, I'm going to try to keep this going as much as I can. I will say that games like tonight, where they looked great, right? They looked great versus this Rockets team who had previously lost 20 games in a row. They won one and then played the Hornets, so now they're back on a losing streak. Now, if you watch this game, the first half of it, I was concerned because it was a neck and neck game versus a team that if you're really good, if you're a playoff team, you're supposed to dismantle these Rockets, right? You're supposed to get them up out of here. Second half of ball, these Hornets came out and Devontae and Terry went ballistic and took them out the way that they were supposed to take them out. So we'll get into that recap. But like I said, there's a clip, and I'm going to play this from the post-game press conference with your man JB, and he's talking about the team, but he's also talking about LaMelo, but not LaMelo. And it's just, you'll see. I appreciate y'all subbing to the channel, hitting those notifications. It's always appreciated, you feel me? Especially when y'all come back with videos. We've been growing almost at 11,000 subs, man. So I appreciate y'all for hitting that button and all of that jazz. Let's get into this video here. All right. So Hornets win 122-97. All right, so they pretty much beat the Rockets the same way that the Lakers and the Clippers handled them, right? And the Nuggets, just really like decisively, right? So you had like I said, you had a pretty good night from, you know what I'm saying, Terry Rozier, 64% from the field, 50% here. They handled them so much that they pulled a lot of the starters in that fourth quarter. Let's see, you got Devontae Graham with 21 points tonight, Terry with 25. Just overall good games. 6 threes from Devontae tonight, right? So that's the guy who they've always wanted him to be in that starting lineup. So with Devontae playing this well in the starting lineup, I know that there is a guy in that locker room who probably has, for lack of a better word, a stiffy, because he has been hyped on Devontae all year and been really wanting to see this from him. And like I said, this game really started off slow for Charlotte, and they really picked it up. And I'm always big on this. I always say this, right? I'm not going to knock you for beating a bad team by a lot, right? Because I think that if you're a talented ball club, then you're supposed to be. I'm going to knock you if you win to a bad team just barely, right? If it's a close game, and it should be a close game. That's what I want you to do, right? That's how I always judge talent when I used to talk about the JBA and what talented I was supposed to be, like, well, LaMelo, he over there averaging 40 points, like, and 15 assists and 20 rebounds. And I'm like, yo, if you're super talented and you're playing against what some would consider to be lesser competition, you're supposed to put up video game numbers. And tonight, the Hornets did that. They are a better team than that Rocket squad, and they put up video game numbers, so I appreciate it, right? Now, we fast forward here. I'm going to pull up this clip from your boy, Borrego, right? And let's just listen to Borrego talk. Let me make sure I got the volume ready for you. All right, here we go.
Curious, how much or little interaction do you have with Mitch regarding the trade deadline?
All right, and sorry, just to give y'all some update. Most of y'all know, but obviously the trade deadline, I believe, is coming up this weekend. The Hornets are, the fans, you all, us, we're like, yo, y'all need a big man, right? You need somebody. What can you do to bolster that in the front court, right? The back court is solid. You got guards all day. Obviously, it's a tough situation on deciding who you would move and all of that because you really got some really talented pieces that if you want to push and be a playoff team and have some shot at winning the title, right? Which is possible. We've seen the Miami Heat go all the way to the finals last year. Like there are pieces that you need to keep. The Gordon Haywards, the Terry Roziers, right? Obviously the LaMelo Balls. You really want to keep guys like Malik Monk and Devontae Graham, guys who can score and all of that stuff. But how do you build up your front court and get rid of the Bismack Biyombo's and the Cody Zellers and upgrade those guys without giving up some of your most prized possessions, right? So this is why this is an important question of like, yo, how much conversation are y'all having? So now let's just listen to Borrego's answer.
Every day, he updates me on what I need to know, and I'm sure we'll talk tonight, but I'm really not focused there. He'll bring me something if it's there. For us, I'm just focused. I'm just focused right here, right now on this team, and especially with the injury. My full attention's right here with these guys. And that's where it's going to be. If Mitch.
Here's what. All right, that's the part that I have issue with. He says, especially with the injury. What injury are you talking about? Are you talking about LaMelo Ball's injury? And if you are talking about LaMelo Ball's injury, why not say, especially with LaMelo being injured, we need to focus here right now, right? What I believe, if we go back and we listen to what he's saying, and this is my speculation, right? It feels like he's saying, I am not worried about that over there. The injury, I don't even care about. I ain't thinking about that. That's off my plate. I'm so focused on this right now with that injury and all of that headache that was coming with that. Like, this is what I'm on right now. This is what I'm hearing. And let me know if I'm tripping. But when you dismiss it and say, the injury, I'm super focused on this right now. This is what I'm hearing. Let me know if y'all think I'm tripping.
Has something for me, he'll bring it to me. And, tomorrow will be an off day. So, but more than anything, I'm just proud of our guys. I'll worry about that another time, and I'm not worried about it. If Mitch has something, he'll bring it to me. But just proud of the way the guys handled their job tonight.
Tell me what y'all think.
Sam.
Now let's.
Hey JB, congrats on the victory. I know you've never lost confidence in Devontae. I know he's never lost confidence in the shot in anything at all. But how good do you think it feels for him kind of getting back into the starting lineup role to have the night he had to see? I think he had 6 threes, just to kind of get the rhythm going, knowing that he's going to take on more responsibility with LaMelo out for the foreseeable future.
Well,
now let's see. The question specifically pertains to him getting minutes with LaMelo out, right? So in that last question, we see Borrego talk about the injury, but not really put a name to it. This guy here says straight up, Devontae Graham is going to play more now that LaMelo is out, and how do you feel about it? So let's listen.
This is the Devontae we know. We all know it's in there, and it's been a different year for him, but this is the guy we know, believe in, and trust. And everybody, his teammates believe in him more than anybody, including.
Now, this is what I'm saying. He's saying his teammates believe in him more than anybody. Are you saying his teammates believe in him more than anybody who's not on the team? As to say, like, his teammates believe in him more than the media believes in him. His teammates believe in him more than the fans believe in him. Or are you saying his teammates believe in him more than they believe in anybody else? So you're saying his teammates believe in him more than they believe in any other point guard on our team. His teammates believe in him more than any other point guard in the NBA. Like, what are you saying? Ooh, thank you, bless me. That's all I'm saying. And I know that you could hear that and be like, bro, you know what he mean. But trust me, when you start really looking at, when I'm telling y'all, and he got a mask on so we can't like really check the body language, but sometimes the way that people word things is a cryptic way, and they don't even know that they doing it, but they telling you how they really feel.
Our staff, his head coach, his organization.
He went down the list, so let's throw a lot of that out of the window. So he says his teammates believe in him more than anybody else, the staff, the head coach, and all of this stuff, right? So he's not saying his teammates believe in him more than the other people in our organization does, but he's saying that his teammates believe in him more than they believe. Come on, man. If this don't rub you the wrong way, then I don't know. Maybe
and tonight he proved why he's on this roster and why he's such a big part of our group. So I thought he's fantastic tonight.
To me, that sentence right there of he proved why he's on this roster says that there must have been some discussion about removing him from said roster. And he proved why he should be on this roster. And he also made me look good because this is why I fought for him.
Obviously, he made shots, but the poise, the confidence, the leadership that he brings us, the steadiness, even when he's not making shots, he's valuable to us. And I think a lot of times it goes unnoticed that he continues to have an impact on this team even when he's not making shots.
And which is so interesting to me to hear you say that and to hear the names that you forget to mention, because people even say this in the comments, even reflecting on the past 2 games without LaMelo, that he has had an impact on your ball club and he has not even suited up in a uniform. He's been in New York on a surgery, and people are saying that your ball club is playing the way that they're playing at times because the essence of him is still ruminating through some of your players, right? We watched Gordon Hayward throw the ball up the court tonight a few different times. I watched Gordon Hayward tonight get the ball, and instead of dribbling it up like that all slow, get the ball and kick it up just immediately. Where did he get that from? That ain't a part of his game. But the guy who you don't want to mention has had that effect on a lot of your guys. That's what I got for y'all right now. Let me know if I'm tripping, right? Because this is one of the videos where I could be tripping and I could be in my little feelings because my dog LaMelo ain't on the court and I wish he was out there. Let me know what y'all think. Shemaine Man, Ava the Hero.
No, not beats, plus triple beats. We out.
There it is.